Hey guys, welcome to the Windows 8 tip series. This is tip number 8 of the series. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the Task Manager in Windows. Windows 8, one of the new big features it got performance-wise and kind of just troubleshooting-wise is it got a new Task Manager monitor, a heavily updated Task Manager that's just a much more cleaner UI and allows you to browse through your tasks efficiently to see what's running, etc. Now, there's multiple ways to access the Task Manager. One of the more common ones that people are familiar with is that of hitting Control-Alt-Delete. So if you do that, you can actually get this menu right here to log out, sign out, change a password, and of course, open Task Manager. Now, there's a couple other ways to invoke that as well. You can go to the bottom of your taskbar, simply right-click, and open up Task Manager. This is another easy way to open it, or of course, you can search for it. Now, we're going to go ahead and let this load here. And this is the new Task Manager. So you can see here, I can get more details. I can see what's running. It's really, really simple. I can click more details if I want to get, really upscale or detailed information about the performance of my machine. But what I really like is this new fewer details. This is what they call kind of the simple view of Task Manager. You simply see what task is currently running. In this case, I have PC settings open. I can end the task, and it tells me that there's no running apps. That simple. Now, again, if I want to get more details, you can see here. This is the updated Task Manager for Windows 8 as well. You get all current tasks running, and it breaks it down into specific categories, which is really nice as opposed to the previous Windows, which kind of threw them all in one category. So you see here you have any apps that are currently running. It shows you how much CPU they're currently taking up, the certain memory that's being taken up here, disk space, that's our disk utilization that's being taken up, and network if there's any bandwidth being used. And then again, it goes into specifics for each application. So you can see here they also have background processes. So anything that's running in the background for Windows, for example, or the Spooler subsystem app that deals with the printer, you can see all the information about there. You can even click down arrows to see exactly what service is running. As I said earlier, it's a print spooler service. You can see any Windows processes that are running. Now, this is really great for a lot of things. If you want to see what's taking up a lot of your CPU, what's taking up a lot of your memory, it's also great to detect any signs of malware viruses. Let's say you have your computer running really, really slow. Well, Task Manager will show if there's any processes that are running that are taking up tons of CPU cycles. And if it's something that is out of the blue or just not familiar that's running in a background process, you can actually Google search that and then see if that's virus related or anything of that sort. Now, you also have tons of other tabs here. Next up, you have Performance. So going into the Performance tab, you're going to see a really detailed thing about your CPU. In this case, you see my Intel i5 here. It tells me the gigahertz. It tells you the utilization, the speed, processes, threads, handles, all of this crazy information. Again, really technical information if you're looking for really detailed information about your CPU activity. You can get the same information about your memory, your disk space, your bandwidth, all of this good stuff with really nice new live graphs. App history shows any apps that you've currently used or resource usage. So you can see here it just shows detailed information about all the apps you use here. Startup, this is really nice one too. This just is a really general, simple UI to show you what apps are starting up at startup with your PC. This allows you to tweak that if your PC startup is taking a bit more, to launch. And over time, as you install applications a lot, they tend to slow down the PC, so you can really go through and sort through the apps that you don't want starting up. Users, this just shows you any users, if you have multiple user accounts and their usage on the network on your PC. Details, again, this is a much more common that of the older Task Manager. You get all the things that are running. You get really detailed information like the PID, the description of each service. Again, this is more of the technical side of things that are running in the background. And lastly, you have services. Services are things just like applications, but these are really just background processes that run and get Windows. Everything that's within Windows is running within this services. So for example, like the theme services is dealing with the theme of Windows 8. So these are the core services that keep Windows running, and you can kind of go through here and see any things that are stopped running. You can actually go in there and open the services menu here to, tweak any certain services that you want to have running, launched, stopped, etc. So again, this is the new Task Manager. You have a couple other things you can change here, like view. You can go in options here and have some file to run a new task. This is the new Task Manager. This is the detailed, and this is the very few or the simpler version of the new Task Manager within Windows 8. A great way to manage applications, to close applications and tasks, services that are running, and a great way just to troubleshoot overall in the background with your new Windows 8 machine. This has been one of the tips from the many top 50 tips in the Windows 8 series. Be sure to check out more. Thanks for watching.